Everyone's chasing the same AI influencers. Pretty faces, gym selfies. Boring. The real gold is out here. Real people, real stories. And I'm about to find the most authentic creator alive.
And then you squeeze the lime right onto the cucumber. And just squeeze the lime right onto the cucumber, my dears.
A ring light? A gimbal? Wait, is that a proper wireless mic? This grandma is more set up than I am.
Quiet, I'm making a video.
But I just want to help.
Oh, you want to help me? That's sweet. But I'm the one giving the tips around here. I have 4 million followers and I post 3 reels a day.
So I stayed. A whole month. No fancy studio, no team. Just me, the old ways, and the best teacher I've ever had. She taught me the sauce, the real secret behind these viral Instagram reels. And honestly, it changed everything. And today, I'm walking you through the entire process. Creating an avatar, making videos, posting those videos, and hiring VAs to actually automate the whole thing for you. Let's cook.
All right, the first thing you want to do is pull up Creative Fabrica Studio AI. That's the platform we are going to be using today. And before we dive in, if you want to actually follow along step by step, go ahead and create a free account on Creative Fabrica Studio. The homepage gives you a quick look at everything available: image generation, video generation, and a bunch of AI influencer-specific tools, so you can play around and test while you watch. The free trial gives you enough access to build your first avatar and test a few image generations alongside me. Okay, first things first. Let's start with generating images. On the left side, you'll see the Image Generation tab. This is where our characters come to life. When I'm building an avatar, I like to start with visual inspiration. But here's the important part. You should never use the exact image as it is, or create a direct copy of any real person. Instead of copying anything directly, I use it as loose inspiration. I describe the key visual details in my prompt, things like muscular build, warm casual lighting, confident expression, and then generate a completely original character with AI. The goal is always to create something new and unique, not a copy of any real person or photo. This keeps everything original and copyright free. For example, here's how I do it. I'll pick a reference image that has a vibe I like, maybe a pose, lighting, or general look. Then I use a prompt like the one you see on the screen. You can find this prompt attached in a Google Doc that is linked inside my Telegram channel. The link is in the description. From there, you can choose between GPT Image 2 or Nano Banana Pro for the best results. Sometimes GPT images perform better, but sometimes I like Nano Banana Pro more because the image quality is still a bit better and the overall details are really sharp. Honestly, this is one of the things I like most about Creative Fabrica Studio. You're not locked into one model. Instead of juggling 5 different subscriptions for 5 different AI tools, everything's in one place. Image models, video models, and all the influencer building tools live on the same dashboard. You just pick whichever performs best for the shot you're working on. From there, just click generate, and in a minute, you'll get a brand new character that you can use in your videos. The one I'm going with for this project is actually an older, ultra-realistic male persona I created a while back. Okay, now I'll walk you through the whole process step by step, how I grow the account, what content I create, and exactly how you can do this yourself, the right way. Before we actually head into video generation, we need a good written script that actually sells. We'll draft our script in this Google Doc, but first we need some inspiration. So let's scroll Instagram for a bit. Okay, I actually like this one. It's in Serbian language, but it went really viral. And here's the cool part. This guy's actually one of my students. I've been coaching him on AI content for about 3 months, and his Instagram's only been live for more than a month, and he already pulled more than 100,000 followers. Now let me show you the numbers. In the last 30 days, this account pulled over 15 million views, reached 3.6 million accounts, and gained 103,000 new followers. And he hit 100,000 followers with just 44 posts. This is the proof that quality beats quantity every time. All right, now let's get back and let's grab the transcript and translate it into English. I've got the transcript, so now I'm dropping it straight into Claude and asking it to rewrite it using the 80-20 rule and translate it. Let that process. Once it's generated, we'll throw it into the Google Doc. This is the most complex and most important part of the entire video, and it's where you should be spending most of your time creating and refining the script you're going to use. If you get the script right, you can absolutely go viral. Everything else, the visuals, the editing, the voiceover, can be optimized later. Once you reach a certain point, you don't even have to create the videos yourself. You can outsource almost every part of this process and just focus on writing strong scripts. That's how I run most of my accounts now. But for this tutorial, I'm going to show you exactly how to do everything yourself from start to finish, the same way I did when I was first growing accounts. No team, no outsourcing. Just you handling every step. Once you master the process and start getting results, then you can scale and bring in help like I did. So let's walk through this together as if we're starting completely from scratch. All right, that's going to be our first part of the script. We'll copy it. Then we need to head back into Studio AI, and we need to drop our generated character as reference. I'll prompt, make him hold a lemon with his left hand like he is going to squeeze it, and in front of him is a watermelon. He is squeezing the lemon onto the watermelon. Everything should be as realistic and blur-free as possible. Set the resolution to 9:16 and click Generate. Let's see what comes out. All right, this is what it generated. Not bad at all. We can work with this. Now let's head over to the video generation. For the video model, I'm going with VO 3.1 Fast. It's cost-effective and honestly delivers really solid results. For this type of content, in my opinion, VO 3.1 is still the best option out there. But if you want to experiment and try other models, go for it. Creative Fabrica gives you access to all the best and newest AI video models right there on the platform. In the prompt box, you simply add the dialogue line you want your character to speak. Set the resolution to 1080p, the length to 8 seconds, and hit Generate.
Put lemon on watermelon and just watch what happens.
It actually turned out pretty good. He is just maybe talking a bit slowly. I think we can actually combine these two lines. Let's grab this, drop it in, and see if both lines fit into a single clip. With VO, clips max out at 8 seconds, and if a line is too short, the avatar sometimes starts glitching toward the end, or he just talks too slowly. Now let's actually see how the other one turned out.
Put lemon on watermelon and just watch what happens. Watch what happens. This combo isn't something you'll see pharmacies pushing.
As you can see, there was just too much text. The AI couldn't fit it all into 8 seconds, so it started glitching and the performance really fell apart. So you really have to find that sweet spot when generating with VO. It either nails it or it doesn't. You just have to test, play around, and figure out what gets you the cleanest result. After you play around with it for a bit, you kind of get the feeling of how much text can you input in a single 8-second generation. Okay, now let's keep going. I'll copy the second sentence and paste it into the prompt box. I'll use the same reference image as the last generation, keep all the other settings the same, and just click Generate.
This combo isn't something you'll see pharmacies pushing because it's just real food doing what real food does.
As you can see, this one generated perfectly, and the amount of text was perfect for an 8-second generation. Now we just repeat this same process for the rest of the script, edit everything together, and we're ready to post. Now the real advantage here is that with AI content, you can hand this entire process off to virtual assistants. I currently run a team of 6 VAs doing all the heavy lifting for me. Half of them handle this whole workflow, and the other half edit all my YouTube videos. I send them the scripts, they produce the videos. On the YouTube side, I'm the one filming the content and putting together the scripts and ideas, and they just deliver the finished edit. I genuinely haven't made one of these AI avatar videos myself in a month. This is actually my first time filming this process again. Now let's get back into image generation again. I'll use the same starting image as the reference, and this time I'll say he's holding a bowl of cut watermelon over the blender, like he is going to pour that into the blender. Run that again, and we'll get a fresh image, then feed that straight into video generation. All right, the image just finished, looks clean. Let's actually turn that image into a video now. According to the script, he has to pour different things into the blender, so we won't generate a starting image for each one. We'll just put everything into the prompt and let VO3 generate everything. So I'll use this image as the starting frame, and I'll paste in the dialogue that he needs to say, and I'll add more detail about the whole scene. We leave all other settings the same, and we'll click Generate. Let's see how this method performs.
Throw in a few chunks of watermelon, a bowl of raw beets, squeeze in 1 lemon, and finally add a glass of water.
Told you it was going to cook. I knew we wouldn't need to regenerate a dozen different images for this one. I did have to run it a few extra times because of some glitches, but in the end, the shot came out perfect. All right, now for the actual blending shot, we'll head over here, save this frame. Then I'll upload that frame as a reference image. And prompt, have him holding nothing in his hands, just looking at the camera, and there's a lid on the blender. Let that generate. Alright, switching to video now. We'll drop the script in and also the description of the video. He turns on the blender and the ingredients inside all blend together into a red liquid. We'll let this whole sequence run since it should work cleanly.
Now blend it all together until smooth.
Honestly, this works fine since it's shot from the front. We can definitely use this. Now just simply do this process for the whole script that you generated, and you will have all your clips ready to be put together. Now we open CapCut, drop every clip in, and the very first thing we do is isolate the voice on all of them. VO sometimes throws in random background music which sounds a bit off, so we strip that out completely. Now pull all the videos onto the timeline and arrange them according to your script. VO3 sometimes glitches out a bit at the start or at the end, so make sure to trim all those weird parts. Now I'll go through and cut everything together with transitions. Now we just need to drop in captions and the video is essentially finished. Here's the finished result. Let's watch it.
Put lemon on watermelon and just watch what happens.
This combo isn't something you'll see pharmacies pushing because it's just real food doing what real food does.
Throw in a few chunks of watermelon, a bowl of raw beets, squeeze in 1 lemon, and finally add a glass of water.
Now blend it all together until smooth.
The glow it gives your skin comes from real nutrients, vitamin C, hydration, and antioxidants working together.
If you're gonna try this, write yes in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one.
Yeah, that looks genuinely solid. Nothing wrong with it whatsoever. That's literally the entire process of making a video, and I didn't even write the script myself. When you're setting up your accounts, you want an Instagram and a Facebook. I only run those two. I don't bother with the others. You're basically cross-posting the same videos to both platforms. Like I said, I don't make my own videos anymore. I write scripts and hand them off, and it saves me an enormous amount of time. One of the best ways to scale this kind of channel is by building a small team over time. For example, you can hire a manager and a dedicated poster. Once the poster is onboarded, their only job is to publish the videos your video editors send over. At that stage, your main role becomes writing strong scripts. And eventually, once one of your VAs proves reliable, you can train them to write scripts as well. When that happens, the whole operation can run almost autonomously, with you completely removed from the day-to-day work. That's when it truly becomes passive income. I haven't found many other methods that allow you to scale this quickly and this easily. And that's genuinely it. I just walked you through the entire process from start to finish. How to get set up, how to grow an account, how to make and post videos. I think I covered pretty much everything. If you've got questions, drop them in the comments and I'll respond. Quick shout out to Creative Fabrica Studio for sponsoring this one. Genuinely a solid all-in-one platform for this kind of workflow. Worth a look if you're building AI influencer content. If you want all the prompts I used in this video, plus more free materials and resources, it's all in the Google Doc, linked inside my Telegram. Links in the description. And remember one important thing, the future is in your hands, and you're the one generating it.